My brothers and sisters, let me ask you something today. How many of you have ever prayed for an opportunity? You prayed for a better job. You prayed for a chance to change your life. You prayed for a door to open. We all do it. We look up and say, Lord, open a door for me. And sometimes that door opens. But here's the truth that many people forget. An open door is not the same thing as walking through it. God may open the door, but you still have to move your feet. Now listen carefully, because some people have been standing in front of open doors for years. The opportunity came, the chance was there, but fear stepped in, doubt stepped in, comfort stepped in, and instead of walking through the door, they stood there staring at it. Let me tell you something funny about open doors. They don't stay open forever. Opportunities have a way of passing by. A moment shows up and then it moves on. And some people are still talking about the doors they didn't walk through. I almost started that business. I almost moved to that city. I almost took that chance. But almost does not build a life. Almost does not change your future. Only action does. Now let me make something clear. Walking through a door is not always comfortable. Sometimes the room on the other side looks unfamiliar. Sometimes you don't know exactly what's waiting for you. Sometimes you're scared. But courage does not mean the fear disappears. Courage means you move anyway. Let me tell you something powerful. Every great step in life requires a moment of courage. Starting something new requires courage. Leaving something comfortable requires courage. Changing your direction requires courage. And courage shows up when you decide to move even though you're unsure. Now, some people are praying for opportunities they are not prepared to walk into. They say they want success, but they don't want the responsibility. They say they want growth, but they don't want the challenge. They say they want change, but they don't want the effort. But the door doesn't open for people who only talk about moving. The door opens for people who are willing to step forward. Let me give you an example. A man prays for a new career, then an opportunity appears, but it requires learning something new. It requires effort. It requires stepping outside of his comfort zone. Now he has a choice. He can stay where he is, or he can walk through the door. Some people turn around. They go back to what they know. They go back to what feels safe. But the people who build something meaningful in life, they walk through. Even if they're nervous, even if they're uncertain, even if they don't have all the answers yet. Because movement creates growth, and growth leads to change. Let me tell you something else about doors. Sometimes the door does not look impressive. It doesn't look like a miracle. It looks like hard work. It looks like a small beginning. It looks like an opportunity that requires patience. But small doors often lead to big rooms. Great lives are not built by waiting for perfect doors. They are built by walking through the ones that appear. So if a door opens in your life, don't just stand there admiring it. Don't just talk about it. Don't just tell people you're thinking about it. Step forward. Take the chance. Move your feet. Because the truth is simple. God can open the door, but only you can walk through it. And the life you want may be waiting on the other side of the step you've been afraid to take.